Hi everybody, we're in the Allegheny National Forest in northwest Pennsylvania.
Today we're going to bring you a real quick video on something that everyone seems to have a lot of questions and confusions about.
And that we're going to be talking about the America the Beautiful Pass.
We're going to start with the basic America the Beautiful Pass and what that covers. Every pass covers the basics, and then there's some addition on some of the other passes. So the basic America the Beautiful Pass is $80 for a year. This allows you to get into the national, anything managed by the National Park Service, U.S. Fish and Wildlife, U.S. Forest Service, Bureau of Land Management, Bureau of Reclamation, U.S. Army Corps of Engineer Parks. What the pass allows you is for one private vehicle or 4 people, which would 3 plus yourself. And the owner of the pass has to be there. Alright, so what is your pass good for? It's good for the standard entrance fee and any standard amenities for like day use. Passes themselves, they're non-refundable, they're non-transferable, so it's only good for the person. So if Ron buys one, I can't use his pass to get into somewhere. And if they're lost or stolen, they can't be replaced. You have to go ahead and buy another one. So if you're planning on visiting a lot of national parks in a single year, this is a great way to help save money on the entrance fees. So you cannot buy it as a gift for somebody, because when you go to buy the pass, you have to show valid ID, and it's only good for that person. So if you go to the National Park Service online, which is nps.gov, you can find the links there to purchase the passes, and that'll take you to the usgs.gov online store, and you can buy your pass there. It's regular price. I think they charge you $10 to ship it to you. And it takes about 3 weeks to get, so if you need it sooner, you can also go to some places and buy one and purchase one right there at, I believe, ranger stations and entrances. Some of them have them. There's also that list of locations right online. I will put the link down in the description below so you can easily find those. So that's the basic pass. And then this is where the confusing part comes in. So all these other passes cover the same things that basic pass does, and anybody can buy the annual fee. Now when we get into these other passes, you have to be a U.S. citizen to buy these passes, or a permanent resident. And again, you're going to have to verify this when you purchase the pass. So we're going to start with the military passes. There's 2 types of military passes. There's an annual one, and then there's a lifetime one. And we were able to get the lifetime one, and it's free for Gold Star families and veterans. And the other military one is current enlisted and dependents, and they are both free. And again, you just have to prove that you deserve it, and they give you the list of forms online that you would have to provide to be able to get those for free. So the next one is a 4th grade pass. This one's kind of interesting. So if you have a kid in 4th grade, you can get a pass for free to get into some of these national parks. So it's good for the year that they're in 4th grade, and it's great for a family to be able to get outside and do some things that they might not be able to afford. And you can find more information about that program at everykidoutdoors.gov. So the last one is the volunteer pass. Anybody that's volunteered 250 service hours with the National Park Service is entitled to get a free pass. And I'm not sure if that's an annual, or if it's just if it's a lifetime, or if it's just an annual. I'm going to assume it's probably just an annual pass. Okay, now here's the 2 confusing ones. There's the senior pass. This is the one that we recommend to all the campers that have been coming here. So they get all the discounts with the regular one into the parks and the amenities and the day use fees and stuff like that. But this one can also give you additional perks like camping discounts and boat launches. It was also called the Golden Age Pass in years before, which you can exchange now for one of the America the Beautiful Pass. So there's 2 different ones. You have the senior annual, which is $20, and obviously that's an annual pass, but what you can do with that is turn it into the lifetime. You can also purchase a lifetime right up front, which is $80. So if you don't have the $80 and you want to buy a senior pass, you can go buy one this year, and then next year, you know, if you find you're using it more and you can upgrade to the senior pass by just paying the $60, or you can buy another $20, and once you get $80, then you can turn it into a lifetime pass. So that's a good bargain. You don't lose your $20. It can be rolled over into the lifetime pass. You have to be 62 and older. You have to be a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident. The last one is the access pass. And again, U.S. citizen and permanent resident with a permanent disability. So you have to prove your disability. And again, tells you what forms you need to be able to prove that. And the same thing, it's actually that one's free. There's no charge for that pass, like the senior pass you have to pay for, but the access pass is free. And you get the same perks as you do with the senior pass, where you can get the discounts on camping and the boat launches and the other amenities. Now the only catch with those passes, with getting the extra stuff for free, is if the park is managed by a concessionaire. So,
Like here.
yeah, so like here, our park is managed by an outside service. So if the national parks aren't taking care of their own park, you may not be able to use that on your camping discounts or actually your entrance into the park. But that goes for all the passes for the entrance and fees. So you want to check the park you're going to and make sure that your pass is valid there, so you're not disappointed. So with those two passes, would you get the campsites? That's for just a regular campsite. So, and it's not technically, like ours isn't technically half price, because our sites are $20 and then you have to pay $5 for electric. So you get a half price campsite, so it'll be $10, but you still pay the $5 for the electric. You don't get a discount on that. So again, if they're not bundled, if the utilities aren't bundled, like the water and sewer aren't bundled into your price and they're listed separate, you're going to have to pay for those separate from the actual campsite. So that's a little confusing too. That's why everybody's so confused about these passes. So, and you can't use it to get like a group site. You can't use it to get a picnic pavilion or something like that. It's strictly the campsites. But you're still saving money. I mean, $20, you can pay for that with 2 nights camping somewhere over a year. So it's definitely something worth looking into if you get out there a few weeks out of the year. And, 62 and older it is good for, if I didn't say that already. I don't know if I did.
Okay, what you receive when you do get your America the Beautiful pass is the individual will get a card. This is mine. It's got the military. It's got my name on the back. You're also going to get, that was an acorn.
You get hit on the head with an acorn.
You're also going to get a little thing that you can
Placard.
hang, a little placard that you can hang on your windshield or your mirror, the rear of your mirror. But when you do that, you put your card in so that if you're parked someplace, your card is in place and it's hanging on your mirror so that it represents, so they can see who the card holder is if they're going around looking to see what's happening.
So that's important in a lot of places that they don't have a entrance. It's just an honor system type thing, so you can hang that up there so they know you've paid. I kind of stated it before, but I'm going to state it again. So it has to be for the pass holder. So if you're coming with a group of people and you reserve 5 sites, even if you put them in your name, your pass is only good for one of those sites. That pass holder has to occupy that site.
There's an awful lot of national forests, national parks, and all over this whole entire country. So this pass is good for all of that. So I recommend
Most of
highly.
Let's save a concessionaire.
I recommend that it's something that you should probably look into if you're doing any kind of traveling or you want a vacation or hit any of the national parks. On that note, if this information is good for you, give us a thumbs up. If it's something, more information like this that you want to find out about, put some comments down below. Let us know what else you're looking into for future travel, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye now.
You also can't buy this as a gift for somebody because you have to validate that it's you buying the pass. So you have to... you pick a nice quiet spot and you had dumpsters and banging.